Okay, I think we're good. Are we all systems go? I think, perhaps, maybe. Yeah, that seems. Hold on. All right, can you all see me? Hold on. All right, it says that I am live, but I am not seeing any sort of visual showing up on YouTube. Is that just delayed? Listen, the joys of do we have visual? Perfect. Okay. It looks like that's been there from the get-go, maybe? Excuse me. Okay. So I'm going to assume that all is well, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I can minimize that screen, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So hello, everyone. I'm hoping that the volume is okay right now. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained. Anyway, last time we streamed, we were still in the same maze that we ended in from the second time we played. We ended up getting cut short. I'm streaming from the kitchen. My grandmother ended up needing to eat something, and also that day I forgot that I had a therapy appointment, so like it all worked out. But anyway, I'm hoping to get out of this maze today, because it's rough. It's a rough place to save at, because it's the maze, by virtue of being a maze, is very confusing. But it's even harder when you can't quite remember what you did the times before. So hopefully this is going to be where we're able to get out of the maze and get to the next stage of difficulty, if you will. A couple of things before we get started. I am recovering from COVID. I've been negative for like a week, but like that cough is still there, and so like that's the thing. If you hear me coughing, I'm fine-ish at least. At the very least, you don't have to like worry about me in the present. I'm okay. I'm not currently sick. I'm just in the midst of recovering. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and be eating lunch. Just because I personally like just like the casual chill vibes of being able to just like play games and eat. So I invite you to watch, grab a snack, and sit back, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, do not start a new game, Jesus. Okay. I actually did not start exactly where I thought I was last time. Okay. If I remember correctly, this is where we came from. This side one I already did that in its entirety. I did that one, and I'm pretty sure the actual way out is in that little thing we just passed. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to solve everything down here. In the hopes that we can get out of. I think we're currently in the intestines of this bird. If this is the first you are hearing, if this is the first you're tuning in for this game, it is about a little bug, that's me, who found themselves in. Long story short, I got eaten. And so now I am trying to escape the stomach of the bird who ate me. Apparently, most of the birds who get eaten by most of those who get eaten by the birds basically end up getting mind controlled, and then they have to work in this factory that you see here. But I'm one of the few. Okay, that was a big circle. Okay. Perhaps not. Sorry, I'm still a little bit confused. Anyway, because I have not been brainwashed by the bird, I'm supposed to be the one who, like, rescues everyone from this bird's it's a very weird premise, but, so far it's really fun gameplay, so, like, you're not going to hear any complaints out of me. It's clever. It's not something I ever would have thought of, but, I like it. I am pretty sure I have done all of this before. I simply do not remember. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, the whole thing with this section is the fact that, oh, that's cool. So, no, I've definitely done this before. Okay. Did it just come right back full circle? Yeah, okay. Cool, so we can safely ignore that. We went to that way last time, so let's go this time. Escape the bird. Okay. Is this the other side of the elevator that was on before? Sorry, I am still trying to get my bearings in this place. Okay, that's probably gonna move some. Also, a bit of context. This game has made it clear that there are a lot of hidden items that you can definitely miss, and so a huge part of why I'm meticulously trying to get every corner of this place is because I don't want to miss any of the details. I'm pretty sure I've already missed at least one secret of this game. Which I find deeply unfortunate, but it is also probably unavoidable for a game like this. Okay. This is something. Oh, see? So this is one, the sixth of the hidden. So this is one of the things you can miss. And so, okay, let's do it. No! I'm curious about the spoon carousel, so I'm gonna go look at that. It'll be good thing that for. Okay, this is this feels new at the very least. I see how this works. Okay. Oh, not another one of these. Okay. Wait. There's nowhere to. Oh no, that's just. So I very clearly went the wrong way. No. If y'all are hearing that clicking sound, I do not know where it's coming from. It does not happen with anything other than this game, so I'm also confused. Can I even? Okay, we can. Okay. Take the elevator back up. Did I just go here? Okay, that's a dead end. That's fair. Supposedly. That is dead. Cool. Okay, so this is where I just was. Okay, that's not bad. So if we... Is there anything down here at all? No, they literally, it was just a dead end. Definitely been here before. Okay, this is... The escape the bird sign either refers to this section here or the next section over. Alright, those are just spikes. Oh, Jesus. Do I just start down here? I feel like I've also been down here and I simply don't remember it. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see how we do this. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think I said this in every single one of my videos. I never promised to be good at platformers. I simply enjoy. I'm also going to kick myself for this, but I want to see what's over here. Something tells me that the correct answer. Oh, it's a door. It's a wall. Okay. I will not find freedom in that. Sounds continues to be one of the most dystopian phrases in history. I know I've mentioned this before, but the phrase "work will make you free" is a phrase that in German, not English, was written on okay. Wait. Exactly was just a death capital. Arbeitsmacht was written on the gate of Auschwitz, the concentration camp, and so while I definitely understand and like don't do it, what if I want to? Cool. It definitely has the intended effect in terms of the tone of the game, I guess, in terms of but every time I see that phrase, it definitely like there's a visceral reaction in terms of fascism in the 1940s and also the rise of fascism today. Anyway, I see what's happening here. Cool. But yeah. Also, just as a heads up, anytime you watch me play any game, there is a high chance you are also going to get political commentary, social commentary, etc. Because art doesn't exist in isolation, you know? And so, how do I? Oh, yeah. Art doesn't exist in a vacuum because art is created by people and people create history. And so, also like, religion and pop culture, especially when it comes to like video games and social media, that's like my whole thing. Like that is my research interest. Eventually hoping to go for a PhD. Just got my master's last year, so I'm not in a rush there. But yeah, no, I know a lot of people have a tendency to like say, oh well, separate the art from the artist, or I've also heard this, oh well, you know, it's just art, can we separate it from whatever. That's not my personal philosophy. Also, I can't stress enough, like, none of this is critical of this game. I am enjoying this game, and a lot of the little choices that they've made in terms of storytelling, I actually, like, really appreciate. So, like, none of this is, like, me being, like, critical or whatever. It's just, like, it's one of those moments that I think a lot of people with knowledge of history and knowledge of the way that capitalism and fascism impact us all. Jesus, why can I not make that jump? As someone who myself makes art often as a form of social critique, I just really appreciate that little detail. It's a detail that troubles me based on what it is, but it's not. Jesus. None of this is meant to come off as me saying, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or oh, I didn't like that. It was just one of those little detail that I want to acknowledge and appreciate in the way I like to think it should be. At this point, I am probably just... Oh, it keeps going! Oh, that's rude. No thank you. No thank you. Dislike. I thought we were done. This, wow, this is relentless. Do I start all the way at the beginning? Oh, no, they actually... Jeez, okay. No! Do I not have a person? Listen, you know, I will figure out streaming software one day. It may not be this day. It's an eventual goal, nevertheless. No. No, how do I pause? Cool. Zipper. I'm not gonna lie, I do love the fact that those losers aren't actually a threat. That no, come on, we can. Okay. I went too fast. I went too fast. Indeed, we have drove us too close to the sun. I'm sorry, this gauntlet is absolutely unforgiving, and I feel like they definitely should have safe spots. But I also understand exactly why they didn't, because the sense of accomplishment that will come with finishing this will be unrivaled. But, ooh. Okay, so you do have to wait for it to be a bit higher. That's just really fast. Wow, I simply was not paying attention. I think that's the first time I've actually died at that section. No! I don't even know what I do. I'm terrified by the fact that I don't know what comes after that. Like, the rest of it could be, like, the most brutal gauntlet. Like, this could just be, like... I could totally see this being, like, the easy part, and I am just completely, like, unprepared for whatever's about to come. And I acknowledge that objective fact, and I am not ready for it. Okay. Jump. Why is it... This should not... I know I'm overthinking it. Like... I know that's what's happening. Like, I get too excited and psych myself out. But that should not be a terribly difficult passage. But it's kicking my butt every single time. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Okay. So we are going to end up... Also, I love that you can see that it stopped because it only exists to make my life more difficult. So I'll jump on one of the boxes, ride them around, run across whatever that is. Okay. I am officially getting to the point where I'm like memorizing. How did I miss that platform? I'm not going to, but I'm like, how long would this video take if I were just to do like a compilation of all the times I have died on this gauntlet alone? What? Okay. I psyched myself out. That was not too bad. I'm also now wondering, for people who have played this game, like, how quick their speed runs are for this game, because, like, I am obviously, like, not doing a spectacular job. But it's just funny to, like, imagine, like, how quickly people who are actually good at the game, this is gonna skew, how do I, wait, what? Oh. So you drop down beforehand. Okay. This is the run. Right here. This is it. This is the run. I'm calling it. I'm claiming it right now. Right here, this is the rub. No! Come on, come on, come on. Here. Good. Okay, I am losing focus. Losing focus. I'm wondering if the guns are miscalibrated or if they're actually just expected to be like a mild jump scare more. Okay, I need to stop psyching myself out there because, like, I can do it. I've demonstrated several times that it's not actually harder than any of the rest of the gauntlet. I've just died so many times that I psyched myself out. Like, it's not any harder than that, and I've only died there like twice. Okay. Bro, you cannot. Listen, I'm gonna wait for the next one to come. No, hold on. Wouldn't it be funny if? No way. That's so cool. I don't think I can do anything with this information, but that was cool. Okay. I'm wondering if I can use that as any, I wonder if there are any shortcuts you can use, like using the fact that the black assets are presumably solid. Like, I don't have the, definitely like wouldn't have the height to like jump up there. I'm just wondering, like, if there's anywhere in the game where it's like, haha, there's, like, what if there's a secret in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the, Skull of the Seventh or whatever is just, like, hidden in here, just waiting to be found? That's the sort of thing I would do if I were designing this game. Is just, like, hide little bits like that. You're so worried about... Yeah, so you definitely can't make that jump. Which I'm assuming that none of these black spaces are going to be places where you can actually make, like, a viable jump. Okay. How long have I been on this goal? I feel like I'm probably incorrect, but I'm like, I've been on it for at least like half an hour, right? Like, also, like, okay, so fun fact about me is that, like, I rely very heavily on memorization. Like, I'm really good at rhythm games, not because I'm, like, an especially skilled dancer, especially, like, not now with my current mobility issues. But, like, the main reason I've always been good at rhythm games is because of memorization, to the point where it just becomes muscle memory. And literally, like, this is the only spot in the gauntlet that hasn't been committed to muscle memory, and I'm hoping that, like, just there, like, talking through it, I'm, like, now better off than I was. Yeah, so we're gonna see how this works. Okay. What comes? You better not. You better not. Okay. Listen, we made it past the next threshold. Like, we are counting the small wins here, y'all. Whoa! It actually got me? It actually got me? Hold on. That hasn't... I literally did not think that was possible. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to watch that one back all the way through, because I did not know that was possible. Okay. Sorry, no, like, of course, logically, I knew that, like, the guns could shoot you, but they were missing me like stormtroopers in Star Wars, like... I'm sorry. I was not prepared. But... now we know. Okay. See, like, effortless. And I'm like... anyway. Oh no! Also, I'm realizing that unless I'm misremembering, which is entirely possible because amnesia is a real thing and it's rough, I don't think there are any actual boss fights. Like, there's no, like, equivalent of, like, Bowser in Mario. There's no, like, I think my first platformer, it was either one of the Mario games or it was Crash Bandicoot, which has several boss fights. So it makes sense, like, to think of this as, like, the boss fight, and so in that regard, I think that's really clever, just... Wait, no! Bruv! Can I not step on the spikes? Alright. No, but it's... I'm trying to think if there are any other platformers where the platformer itself is the boss, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking, like, okay, Kirby, you have bosses at the end of a lot of the sections. I'm not sure if Spyro counts as a platformer or if it's just an adventure game, but it definitely has those boss fights. Super Mario is, and now I'm like, is this like actually unique, or have I just not played a lot of platforms? I know I've played more platformers than that, but hold on. Jesus, okay. Okay, so I know there was this one platformer that I think was called Knights. I think it was like a Sonic spin-off for the Wii. I would argue, if I remember correctly, I think that was a platformer, but I honestly do not remember it well enough to remember if it had boss fights. I can only remember there was this one thing where it was a rhythm game, basically, where you had to fly through, I think they were rings, in time with the music to play the song, and I remember it probably took me weeks to complete that level, and then I was really angry at the end because I realized that the only reason I continually failed is because I didn't know how the song was supposed to go, in terms of rhythm. So I basically, like, the reason why I ended up doing so poorly, was because the entire time I had basically just assumed, watch out, what am I watching out for? What am I watching out for? Oh my god. I'm sorry, that was, probably spikes. But essentially there was a level of syncopation that I wasn't expecting. So, basically I thought the song was just like a very da 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 da, where it was a da 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 da, and like if I had known that, I would have just done that. But I didn't, and so like I only like held on by like the barest margin. Because I think you had to get like a certain grade. It was like you had to get like above an 80, and I'm pretty sure I got like an 80.1. Like it was really bad because I was not good, and then I heard like how it was supposed to be done, and I immediately like wanted to go back and challenge it again because I'm like, clearly I know like the rules now and how it's supposed to be done, but also I was just so overjoyed to be done with that level. Anywho, eventually I'm gonna have to go back and like replay some of the old Wii games because like I'm wondering how many of them stood up to the test of time. Like on TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about like, especially Wii Tennis because that was iconic, but also like Wii Bowling. And so I often wonder, like when it comes to various games, like especially games that were created like a hot minute ago, how often they stand up to the test of time. Especially like with so many things getting remakes these days, it's like I know with some things people are realizing like, oh, you know, now that I'm playing the remake, I realize that things weren't quite as good as I remembered them being. But there's also this sense of like, listen, I do not remember what I was saying. I am simply... Did I do it? Oh! Oh my goodness. That was a lot. That was a whole experience. We are now in the large intestine. Those are bombs, aren't they? Those are straight up bombs, aren't they? Uh-huh. I see. Have I gotten myself into a pickle? the answer is, perhaps. Maybe. Oh, I see. What's the life on the edge? Damn. Okay, so it really does not like, it doesn't like the bomb doesn't travel. Did I get blown up? Yeah, I got blown up. Okay. It's good to know that the bombs, I think I was under the assumption that the bombs would basically have, like they would trigger each other. Probably in part because I was thinking of, oh, I blew it up already, that's cool. Probably in part because I was thinking of Crash Bandicoot, where, if you've ever played, they have the TNT and the Nitro, which are both different types of explosives. One that has a countdown timer, and the other that just explodes on contact. But with those, like, you can click one and set off like a chain reaction. So I think that's kind of what I was expecting to happen here. And I'm honestly slightly disappointed that that isn't the case, just because I think that's such a fun little mechanic. But something tells me we're going to have a ton of fun with gardens here. Oh, they are narrowing. Oh, that's not great. Trash compactor. Love it. Okay. Damn it. Rough. Please. Please. Please think of the children. Okay. This is unnecessarily hard. Also, it should be noted, when I say that, I only partially mean it. Like, platformers aren't that fun unless they are actually difficult. And so, especially since, like, half the time, like, when I'm messing up, it is my own error. So, like, not an actual complaint about the difficulty level of the game. I am just... Okay, but how tall is this trash compactor? Like, it's probably gotta be... Okay. Because, like, I'm not going through this section too terribly slowly. Like, I messed up there. But, like... Especially as we get towards the top, like, maybe it's my, like, depth perception, but some of these feel dangerous. Okay, well, that was... I just forgot to press the space button. Wouldn't it be great if I, like, remembered how to, like, press the button? Okay, I think that was the top. I think that was the top. So, no, the distance makes sense. It just gets increasingly treacherous, and I almost wonder if the key when you get to the higher levels isn't actually to be faster, but just more precise, if that makes sense. Because, like, I know right now, for me, I'm focusing mainly on speed. But if I could actually, like... It's one of those weird things where, like, one missed jump is death. There's not really a lot of wiggle room for imprecise, to even that, like, I know, like, for real though, I really want to watch a speed run of this game. Also, fun fact, I am actually, okay, is it just me, or do you see, like, interesting shapes in all of these? Because, like, this first one, I see a fist. The next one, I kind of see a cat laying down. The next one looks like a pig. Okay, so it's very... Ugh, okay. It also seems pretty cool. Okay. So I realized what I'm doing wrong, which is that because I'm pressing all of the buttons at roughly the same time, I am actually forgetting which button does which, and so I end up pressing the space button and like wondering why I'm not moving. And the answer is simple, it's because that is not what the space button is for. Okay. Bruv, no! I was so close! Okay. Also, just a heads up, my hands are already starting to hurt, so I'm probably not gonna go for too much longer. Like, I'm not, like, in, like, excruciating pain or anything like that, but, like, I'm having a lot of joint issues. I'm really poppy, and so, for whatever reason, probably because, I'm not a big PC gamer, and so I haven't yet figured out how to, like, hold my hands in a way that are actually healthy for the way my joints are put together. But games like this do end up hurting, so I'm probably, unless something happens, probably gonna call it, like, around 3:30ish, so it's like 3:14 my time right now, so probably got a good 5, 10, 15 minutes left in me, but, and also, all that goes out the window if I'm not out of the trash compactor yet, because now this is personal. It is what it is. But do. I feel like if I were designing it, like, this game relies so much on precision, I almost wish, okay. So, I know in some games like this that I've played, there are like, I find myself wishing that, like, there were ways to push the walls back, or, like, break points, or, like, not necessarily save points, but, like, I like the idea of, like, okay, they've introduced the concept of bombs, and so I feel like on a challenge like this, like, wouldn't it be neat if they gave you bombs to push some of the walls back, or, things that, like, allowed you to stop the progression slightly, and, like, even if you make that, like, a separate skill, like, if the main test is meant to measure speed, and the other one is meant to measure, I don't know, timing, or whatever else, like, just multiple ways to get through things like this, which, again, like, I said this last time, where I am well aware of the fact that, like, that's, how, am I doing this wrong? Am I, like, I'm seeing, like, how high this thing goes, and I'm like, I can't help but wonder if I am simply missing details where it's like, oh, you're making this so much harder on yourself, which, I am very good at doing. I know there was, listen, I probably have told this story a bajillion times, but, I know there was one fight in Kingdom Hearts, where I remember complaining. I'm like, listen, this fight wouldn't be so hard if I could heal. But you only have like one health gauge to do it, and I keep dying right before it happens. And then my dad, who was also playing the game, was like, you want me to tell you a secret? And the secret was that, oh jeez, the secret was that it was there was in fact a save option that I just, oh no, come on, there we go. There was a save option that I was simply unaware of because for whatever reason I just didn't want to press that button. Like, also, like, I think because it, like, didn't explicitly say heal next to the button, I just assumed, but, like, it was, I think it was, like, something like, so it was the, Big Hero 6 world, where you are fighting against, like, evil Baymax, which is honestly just a hilarious phrase to, like, acknowledge the existence of. Jeez! Oh! Okay. That was hard. I was bitten by a mite thing. Oh no. Oh, the train of thought. Oh, that's not a platform. No, the thing was called like System Reboot, and I just for whatever reason didn't assume that that meant healing. So yeah, it's good to know that for the most part, every time I find myself wondering, I'm like, oh, is there something I'm missing? Is there like something that is supposed to make this easier? The answer is, at least with this game, no. It literally is just a skill issue. Like, there have been so many times in this game where I'm like, what am I missing? And the answer literally is, like, nothing. It just hasn't happened yet. Which it is good to know that that's, like, oh my gosh. Okay, I absolutely love these sorts of puzzles. Okay. I'm guessing I need to have it hit both at the same time. Okay, so that turns it this way. How far does it turn? All the way. And then this turns... all the way. I'm guessing it's probably like... No. Okay. Oh. Okay. That was kind of anticlimactic, I'm not gonna lie. For context, I'm not, like, critiquing these games senselessly. These are all coming from, okay, more complexity. Okay, that one was just to teach, which is good to know. For those of y'all who may not have caught any of the earlier stream, I am also, gradually, getting into, game design. And so, as I'm playing games like these, I'm also, like, thinking about how I would do things differently. Not entirely unlike how, someone who, like, okay, if you are if you're training to become a writer, right, you are also, when you read books, you're going to be like figuring out like what you like, what you don't like, how you would do things, etc. So none of this is like me like ragging on the game. Like, I'm having a great time with this game. It is a really, really fun game. But as I'm creating it, like I'm not, as I'm playing it, it's hard. Not even hard. It's just, it's really helpful for me to pay attention to what I like in games, so that like when I go to actually eventually create games of my own, I will have in mind the fact that I'll have in mind a like more general sense of the sorts of things I like, the sorts of things I don't like, as I'm creating my own. So like experiential learning, you know? I'm hoping that these increase in complexity, because I really love mirror puzzles. See, like, I think my complaint here is, like, pretty much I'm just... You turn it all the way one direction, turn it all the way the other direction. And so, like, as someone who... I guess I'll put it this way. As someone who enjoys the puzzle aspects of this game more so than the platformer aspect, I find myself wanting more of one. Not necessarily less of the other, because I do absolutely love platformy bits. But they have a lot of like, they have a lot of potential, like really good. Wait, why did I go down there for? Hold on, I'm confused. Like, why did I unlock something and just not real? Huh? Did I miss something? Did I? Oh. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Also, I think it's hilarious that like physics simply do not apply to some of this. Fuel. But what is fueling? Okay, hold on. No, I'm really confused now. What was the purpose of going down? What did I unlock? I genuinely don't remember. Did this? Listen, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it, but there was something I'm trying to remember now. Like, I know I hit the button and I unlocked something, and I literally just have no recollection of what I unlocked. It feels completely unrelated to what I'm doing now. Okay, what happens if I do this? More space. Wait, can I film? Can I walk through here? Nope. So those are... Okay. So they really just don't want me to go down. But if I jump and then I will not be able to make that cut most likely, but that does not stop me from wanting to try. Okay, too soon? Oh, did they insult me? I think I moved by too quickly to see the insult that they just put against me. Really? That jump was so easy. How did you make it this hard in the game? Listen, maybe you just have too many things I want to explore. Also, something is telling me that, I'm sorry, there's no way that they include a little Easter egg like that if there's not something down there for you to, like, discover. Okay, that one was just you fell on spite. Is there actually... Okay. There's something down there. There is something down there. They are hiding information, and I... That's where we started. Wait, is it really that simple? Listen, I thought I had to, like, get the box out or something. Oh, okay. So, the box needs to be on that platform. Oh, damn. Also, I would like to go on record and say that this is, in fact, a prime example of head go empty. Truthfully, I have simply lost all semblance of direction. Literally, my brain just goes click button, make go spinny, and that is where we are. There's gotta be an easy way to make this jump time. Something missing. It was. It literally is just to make the jump. Thanks. Wait, how did I get there? Oh, it would be the other lock, so apparently it was just a nice process. What unlocked now? Ah, listen, okay, so that... See, I knew that you were supposed to be able to get down here. I simply, did not realize that, there was a path that led directly to it. So I should be able to just knock this over, right? Just knock this bad baby over, right? Cool. Now enter the colon. Yeah, I actually did it. Ooh, I am dissociated myself. I can't say I believed you from the start, but just, this is working. Okay, anyway, you're super close. This should be the entrance to the colon, where all of the bird bombs are stowed waiting to be dropped. Lovely. Be very careful. This last place is going to be armed to the teeth with buggles and guns and stuff. The bird generally doesn't approve of you tampering with high explosives inside his colon. Listen, I wouldn't either. This is it. Don't die. Don't die. I believe in you. Kinda. Glad to have your vote of confidence. There was stuff back there that I just walked right by. Can I go back? Of course I can. Okay. We have now reached the whole Jesus Christ. Okay. Now that we are... Listen, I was really just about to say, now that we've reached the colon, I think it is a good place to wrap up. Especially since I am, like, associating, like, my words are slurring and whatnot. But HomeTube is taking this very personally, and I think I need to do something about this. I can't jump over him. Do you think I can just walk through him? Do you think I can just, like, walk under his legs? The answer is yes. No. That's a good place to end it. Alright, thank y'all so much for joining. Next time we will be proceeding to the colon and hopefully towards the end of this game. Well, I understand this is intended to be a short platformer, and so next time might actually be the end of BirdGut. So either way, if you're watching this, comment down below if you have any other game recommendations. Free and inexpensive games are always, you know, preferable, but also my birthday is in 2 days, and so, like, if I want to treat myself to a fancy game that we can then play together on screen, I'm not opposed. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and... No, I'm not, because I need my cursor. Thank you. Okay, save and quit, please. Perfect, alright. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!